Hi, welcome back to the blind LP of Ace Attending Investigations to Prosecutor's Path. We are now going to continue where we last left off. So, let's begin. Last night, there was something Blaze had unearthed with his own two hands. That item was not the ransom, it's a dead body. It was for something far more important.
Ah, so Blaze and buried there?
The real president's body. The possibility is quite high.
What do you say?
The bones from the body buried 12 years ago would have still remained. According to Mr. Powers, construction was to begin soon at this lot. That was the deadline. Both for the movie and retrieval of the body.
Because they would have found the body when they started the construction.
Agent Lang, let us search the footprints that Blaze dug up. Yeah.
If the body was buried there, there'd be traces of it.
Hey, somebody call forensics. Okay.
I heard the results of the search. We found traces in the dirt that suggest the body was buried here, of course. So it was Huang after all. We also recovered those skeletal remains that Blaze the Beast dug up. They were in his home.
Oh.
In addition to the bone structure in dental records and the bone fractures, all match up. We can confirm that it was indeed President Huang.
So the real President Huang really was killed 12 years ago. The SS5 incident was a murder.
So the SS5 incident was actually a murder incident, but there's so much information, it's way too confusing.
Yeah, tell me about it. Indeed, let us take this opportunity to review the details of the case.
First, the real president came to the orphanage, right?
Yeah, right. 12 years ago, the true President Huang visited the orphanage in order to meet his son, okay? Yeah, okay, so he walked in. Is that a symbol of a gravestone thing, I guess? The footsteps in the snow that we thought belonged to Mr. Cameron were most likely made by the president at that time. President Huang was supposed to meet his son here. Okay, the best. Oh, Dugan. Yeah, what's wrong with me? However, the one who actually showed up was the assassin, Sir Han Dugan.
He came here to meet his son, but was murdered instead. How horrible.
A man like Dugan shows no mercy. And after that, the second tragedy occurred.
You mean Mr. Cameron's murder?
Indeed, Mr. Cameron saw the decisive moment. After the real president was killed by Dugan, his body was carried to the rear courtyard by the team of kidnappers. Mr. Cameron must have witnessed that moment from the orphanage entrance. Although he himself believed that he actually witnessed the kidnapping. Furthermore, by this time, somebody else is behind him. The body double who had come to meet up with Blaze and Miss Rowland was already standing behind Mr. Cameron and killed him. And then the witness to the incident, Mr. Cameron, was killed by
the body double? So, was Mr. Cameron's corpse also carried by the body double?
Yes, that seems likely.
But there wasn't anything at the crime scene that looked like the body double's footprints.
I've already figured out how he accomplished that. Did you know? There is a piece of evidence that would have made it possible. No, I don't know. What did the body double use to move the body without leaving any footprints? Oh. The fire? We could try that. I'll probably be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. The double likely used this to move Mr. Cameron's body.
Whoa! He used it to move the body? How would it actually work?
Yeah.
Look, Mr. Prosecutor, let's be honest and recognize our mistakes, okay?
It appears this wasn't it. Yep. Okay, the body double's footprints should have been left at the scene, but they aren't. On the other hand, the victim's footprints are clearly there. Oh, okay. So the victim's footprints are there even though he was killed outside, so we need the shoes after all. Alright, it's the shoes. That's it. This is almost certainly how the body double carried Mr. Cameron's corpse. After Mr. Cameron was killed, the president's body double carried him into the middle of the garden. I suspect the body double was wearing the same shoes as the real president at the time. If he made sure to step precisely on top of the footprints left by the real president. Oh, okay.
Since the shoes are the same, there will only be one set of footprints left behind in the snow. I think I've got a pretty good grasp on the SS5 incident now. But there's still one more thing I don't get.
What's that?
Why did they need to stage the abduction?
Because Mr. Cameron witnessed the incident. He saw the president at the orphanage. He left behind witness testimony on Miss Crane's answering machine. Even Blaze couldn't make that disappear. Ergo, the body double needed a reason for the president to have been at the orphanage.
And that's why they prepared the fake kidnapping charade.
The people in the fake photo are the body double and most likely Patricia Rowland. The person
in the coat is Miss Rowland. What makes you say that?
The two would have to leave the orphanage in order to take the picture. Just like when he moved the body, the double used the real president's footprints.
So the second set of footprints must belong to the person in the coat.
Indeed, we originally believed that those footprints belonged to Cameron's killer. They were size 7 footprints, too small for Blaze's feet. Thus, we can presume that the person playing the part of the kidnapper was Patricia Rowland. Hidden in the shadow of the presidential kidnapping was a presidential assassination. Okay.
I see. So that's why my old man...
Why he what?
The old man must have realized that a murder had taken place. After all, he had the kid's drawing. However, that picture was never presented as evidence.
Your father likely took it from the young witness during the investigation and hid it.
He had to have known that Huang was dead. But what if he had revealed that back then?
Revealed the death of the president, the backbone of Zhengfa. It would have caused chaos.
And that's why my old man took the secret to his grave. Even took the blame for the kidnapping, knowing that would be the fall of the House of Lang.
So this is the truth that Agent Lang's father hid 12 years ago.
And now it's all become clear.
Okay. Where does that lead us to, though? What direction are we heading for? Is that really the case, I wonder?
Huh?
What?
Who's there?
Dogen? That bell, it's... What are you doing outside? Sirhan Dogen.
Why are you here?
How can you just brazenly show up here? Who do you think you are, Bill?
I found the conversation most intriguing and I just, well...
Are you feeling nostalgic about an old mother of yours?
You're the one who killed Huang. Nostalgia? I think not.
You are speaking about the person I am searching for. You're searching for someone. I escaped from prison in order to meet a young acolyte, the one who wore the red raincoat. The red raincoat?
Who is this person?
I suspect that it's the same person as the mastermind you're searching for. So who is it exactly?
Someone you've been searching for, the one in the red hood?
The red hood?
Don't they seem surprised, Anubis?
Yes, they are, my boy.
12 years ago, this young acolyte saved my life.
Okay, let's talk to you about that.
Certainly it was I who killed President Huang. However, my life was also targeted on that day. The body double, Blaze, and Patricia all sought to seal my lips. Had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, I would have been in danger. But alas, even to this day I do not know what has become of this young acolyte.
Who are we talking about? So your client was indeed the body double, who was the main perpetrator of the crime.
It was a long time ago, but I remember his words even now.
There have been countless attempts on my life, not just once or twice, countless. And yet, why must I be the only one to face the danger? When I stand before the people, I garner the same respect as the president does. Tell me, what is the difference between him and me?
The difference was great. While the voice and style of speech may be the same. One can mimic the body, but the heart cannot be reproduced.
I suppose his own weaknesses caused him in his quest to become a leader.
Now that Rig's gone, I'm in charge. I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now. Perhaps the king and his knight were not so different after all.
To double believed that the president's only weakness was a woman called Amy.
Okay.
To find a woman, he needed the assistance of someone from this country.
So he joined forces with Blaze.
After determining her whereabouts, he simply waited for the right opportunity. The chance came with the meeting at the orphanage. Indeed. The director of the orphanage was bribed and brought in as an accomplice.
You must be referring to Patricia Rowling.
Well, given what I've told you, do you realize the whereabouts of the young acolyte now? No?
You mean the boy who saved you? But how do you know that he is the mastermind? You mean the boy who made the drawing? Is that it?
That day, the young one caused the fire at the garden
of the orphanage. Okay, he's the same one who's causing the fire.
Ah, you're talking about the kid who started the fire as a prank.
A prank? Not at all.
On that night 12 years ago, the young acolyte was hiding inside the igloo.
Okay.
It seems he witnessed Patricia and Blaze moving the body from his hiding place. Apparently he heard them talking during that time. It would seem that they were planning to kill me because they knew the truth. He immediately came to the main hall to tell me that.
I wonder why.
I learned this about the young acolyte sometime later. He says he was wearing a red raincoat at the time. He let me out of the main hall. And then the young acolyte said he was going to get rid of our footprints. So he can scatter some lamp oil near the igloo over the snow. I boldly set the oil ablaze. No way! So he set the fire in order to... All their focus was diverted towards the burning flames. I took the opportunity to escape through the rear exit.
So the boy in the red raincoat is the mastermind behind this case?
Exactly. Isn't that right, Anubis?
Yes, boy.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Certainly it was I who killed President Huang.
Okay. Oh, I need to press. Alright, right. Okay. You admitted that rather easily.
These days I have long grown tired of killing. But in those hell-killing days I devoted myself to the path of an executioner. If one cannot admit that much, what can he admit, right, Anubis?
Yes, my boy.
I feel like he's saying something scary, but it's kind of hard to understand him.
This fallen priest is saying he has no feelings about the president's death. Doing the assassin and escaped prisoner, he should be a despicable opponent, but Silencing him now would be imprudent. Okay, I understand your point. You killed the president.
That is correct. The aim of my blade never misses its mark.
Your life was targeted. You, the assassin.
The hunter becomes the hunted. The Buddhist becomes the Buddha.
Okay, you don't have to make up strange proverbs.
Life is transient, especially for an assassin whose life is always exposed to danger. So does that mean people you've tried to kill have fought back? This is a rare occurrence. However, this was different.
Okay. So Handogan, you are a master assassin. As such, could you not have evaded an attack from the street and fled the scene?
You greatly overestimate me. Without Anubis by my side, I would not even be able to walk about.
If those three were to attack me all at once, I would not stand a chance. I see, so even an assassin will fall to superior numbers in a frontal assault.
I suppose one could say that I, Sir Handogan, would have suffered a shameful defeat.
Okay. Who is this person? Reunited. So when did you first meet with him?
That would be 18 years ago, on the 24th of December.
That is a rather long time ago.
On that day, our roles were reversed. I saved the young one's life.
What? I thought you said he saved you.
There was an unusual snowstorm on that day. The temperature was well below freezing. I took Anubis for a walk in the snow. That's when Anubis noticed something and started running. I followed after him and found a car. I had great difficulty opening the door. It had frozen shut. In the back seat, there were two young children, shivering from the cold.
2 children?
Had they remained in the car for an hour longer, they surely would have frozen to death. I brought the 2 of them to a nearby orphanage.
Is there anything about Dogen's story that concerns me? I mean, well, I shall just say there is something. What concerns me is, actually, yeah, the number of children. That's the first thing. I was wondering why there were 2. Let's talk about that. There were 2 children in the car. You're sure of that?
It may have been 18 years ago, but I remember it clearly. There were 2 children in the car, there is no mistaking it. Does a good prosecutor have a problem with that number?
Right now, the number of children isn't what I have a problem with. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a date. It's the date. Is that it? The date. The 24th of December, 18 years ago. Are you sure about that? What is significant about that? What is it?
Could that mean?
Oh, where did you come from? I know, the significance behind that date. I don't recall the significance behind that date. What shows the significance of the date when Dogen found the children? Oh my goodness, okay, we'll have to find 24th of December, 18 years ago. 18 years ago, so does that mean we're to find something older than this case? What is testimony? IS7? 24th of December, 18 years ago. That. No clues of Dover's son or Gustavia's son. Oh. Oh, here we go. That's where things are gonna come in, isn't it? That day, a certain incident occurred. A sculptor was murdered. Ah! During that incident, 2 young boys went missing. The sons of the victim, Isaac Dover, and the culprit, Dean Gustavia. We never did find out where those 2 boys went after the case 18 years ago. So they'd be like 20 plus now?
Oh, they were the sons of a victim and a culprit. It all makes sense now.
What makes sense?
One of the users bound, so that he could not move. Mr. Dover did it so that Mr. Gustavia's son couldn't come to this contest venue.
I do remember all this.
Indeed, Gustavia was using his own son as a taste tester. To think that was what transpired. Neither child seemed to recall what had happened. They lost their memories. The acolyte told me this when we reunited 12 years ago. The pair were placed in an extreme situation, on the verge of freezing to death.
But why though?
That trauma led them both to suffer from amnesia. Neither could so much as remember his own name. So they didn't even know that they were the sons of Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia.
Indeed, while we cannot say it conclusively, the probability is quite high. However, we still don't have enough information to deduce the mastermind's identity. Dogen, would you please continue your story?
Okay, very well. I continued my correspondence with the young acolyte even after entering prison. Recently, that has all come to an abrupt halt, however, it left me quite concerned. Furthermore, those involved in the crime 12 years ago were all drawn into incidents one by one.
He was in correspondence with one of them. He was playing chess with Knightley. Is Knightley one of the sons? I don't know whose, but one of the sons?
I grew more and more curious as I absconded briefly from the prison.
So he escaped to find the son. Those involved 12 years ago were Patricia Rowland, Blazibaz, and President Huang's body double.
And Miss Rowland was the warden of Mr. Duggan's prison. I blackmailed the warden. That woman had tried to kill me. Perhaps the good prosecutor has already deduced the reason.
You murdered President Huang, however, the world still believed he was alive. If you were able to prove the president was a fake, both Patricia Rowland and Blazibaz would have been in danger.
That is correct. And I had heard the proof with my own ears. I'll be waiting in the courtyard of the orphanage at midnight on February 9th. Even if it's just once, I want John to be able to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm being selfish, but I'll be waiting. Who might you be? My apologies, but I am presently waiting for someone. I am well aware of that, President Huang. Are you not meeting with your son? However, I do not spill blood needlessly. You may relax. I seek only the President's life.
What?
It can't be. Please wait, I'm just about to meet my son for the first time. I'm sure this will be the first and last time. Please at least wait.
It's him.
Please at least wait until we are finished. I had thought the president would beg for his life, but he was of a different sort. Officially, the president had no son. However, he shook his head and said, this illegitimate son was his and he intended to recognize him publicly. Furthermore, he claimed that he had already made preparations towards the end. Then, would that son of his be the boy with horns over there by any chance?
No, that's not possible.
Wait, you can see John's horns?
Oh yeah, wait. It is. I'm getting confused with Gustavius and Isaac Dover's son.
There is no need to see them. From the moment I escaped from prison until now, I haven't been closely lending any ear to your voices.
He said that the president made preparations towards recognizing his son. But the word preparations alone would be insufficient for blackmail. That's it. What's it?
There was one thing that could prove once was the will held by the House of Lang. It was as a proof of his trust of us, his son's existence would have been revealed to the world. The name on the recording, the mention of preparations and the will in Zhengfa.
Together they suffice to make the warden bow to my words. With those three pieces of information, one could prove the identity of the double by using John.
The president blocked the first strike of my knife with something soft. As pieces of it fell atop the snow, I struck once more. This time the blow proved fatal.
Oh, you didn't wait for him to meet his son? So Dugan cut off the Musla doll's horn.
Now but I heard his final words. Only myself and that child know of the president's secret son.
But still, it's kind of wrong to side with an assassin, even though the assassin saved your life. Right? In other words, you contacted him from prison.
Yeah, that is correct. A post office box was used.
A post office box? It would allow one to send and receive letters without revealing the recipient's location.
I could not use a form of correspondence that would reveal the acolyte's location. There was someone keeping watch over my correspondences after all.
You must mean the prison warden, Patricia Rowland. Could you be more specific about the nature of your correspondences?
Well, they were mainly moves for my correspondence chess matches.
I told you it was nightly.
Correspondence chess? If I recall the person you're playing against.
Yep. This might be hard to believe, but Dugan's chess opponent was.
Are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley?
Yep.
Wasn't it Horace Knightley?
Yep. We certainly found a correspondence chess memo in Knightley's cell. Now the question is, whose child was his? Yeah. Okay.
Does that mean Knightley boy was a kid from the I-7 incident?
But which one? Could that really be true? Is there any evidence connecting Knightley to the I-7 incident? I have no idea. We'll see. The chess, maybe? Let's look at the chess piece. Knightley's mementos. A ring and chessboard found inside the safe. What was the significance of the ring? I can't recall. I could use that. There you go. This was all that Knightley left behind. Could there be a clue hidden within? Which should I investigate? What do you mean by which? The ring or the chessboard? The ring or the chessboard? The ring? The ring. Is he Dover's son? This ring is.
Mr. Atra, what is it?
Mr. Shields, please take a look at this ring.
This pattern is Pierre Hoquet's.
I thought so. He had Mr. Dover's seal turned into a ring. However, why would he have this? Shouldn't it have been held by the police as evidence from the I-7 incident?
After the incident, the seal was returned to the victim's next of kin, and Mr. Dover's only family was his son. But since no one knew where the son had gone to, it took a while to get it to him. I'd heard that the police had finally found him and delivered his inheritance back.
So the seal was thereby safely delivered to his son. And then he turned the seal into a ring and wore it on his person. Okay. Got this.
So, Mr. Knightley was Mr. Dover's son. The police and Phil's, I'm sure they did a thorough check before handing over the seal. If someone involved in the I-7 incident was his chess opponent, Knightley, huh? Then that man must be the mastermind behind this case.
But he's dead. But Knightley is dead. He cannot be involved in this incident.
How about that? The only one who could be the mastermind was himself a murder's victim. But a dead guy can't be the culprit, so there's no way that's right.
It certainly is strange. In that case, who is the culprit? Well, who's the culprit we will find out in the next episode, maybe. So until the next time, I'm actually kind of curious about the other son, Ben, Castivia's son. I don't think we've met him yet either. But anyway, until the next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.